Alrighty then, folks. Hello there, and welcome to a game I've been waiting a long time for. A very freaking long time. This was originally supposed to be out in August, and it's still not out. It won't be out till the 28th, but this is in fact the trial version, or the demo, as you know, non-Japanese call it. People call it apparently, but it is what it is. It has been a while, has it not? But yeah, now it's finally time to play this, and technically the English version came out yesterday, the Japanese one 2 days ago. I had recorded the first episode of the Japanese one, but I felt playing it in English would be better, plus the quality wasn't so good on the other one, so we're doing this one. I did connect to this one beforehand, and I turned down the volume, and I also went through and read their agreements, and basically Bandai stealing all your information. It's literally the same old stuff. Like, you know, Facebook and Google already have it anyway, even if you don't have one. Yeah. Hey, folks. So I'm just going to cut out that whole intro part. I spent about 20 minutes just talking about stuff you probably don't care about. Not important stuff, but I like complaining about, or I like talking about this kind of stuff and complaining. I'm a really big fan of the story of the G-Gen games, but, you know, a lot of people aren't. Real quick, I just want to go over. So we start with two groups. We have the main characters from the previous game. Well, not the main characters, but the mainline cast from the previous game. And all the way from Zero to be, or no. Spirits was the first one with Mark as the main guy. Though he was hireable from every game since Zero. Elias, and then Renlo, Claire. We also start with a bunch of new people in the ship, and we have like... Oh. We have like literally everyone by default. I don't know if it's going to be like that in the main game or not. But we're just going to, like... I want to grab Ivanov, but... Or Ivan Ivanov, whatever they call him. But I don't know if there's going to be, like, new type suits in this one. Since all the, like, new typey stuff would be, like, what, Destiny? I don't know. We're going to throw Blood in this, and then we're going to give him a helicopter because we have it. Blood's basically a serial killer. Like, that's his character. He just likes killing people and complaining and killing people. He's a serial killer. And I don't know about any of these other people, but we start with some really good stuff. I'm also going to change something real quick. Oops. We start with Claire. She's the second in command of the Caliverse, or the Carry Base, originally. The ship we have up here, but we'll get to it eventually. But since we don't have any of the characters, I don't know why she's a pilot. I don't want her to be a pilot, because I'm an asshole. I'm gonna have Kay as my pilot. She's worse, stat-wise, but Renlo and Kay were allies up until Kay leaves for some reason that's never been explained. And damn it, I like my story. But anyway, so I condensed 20 minutes down into 1 minute. Oh, yeah, I'm also going to cut out the part, but there's timed events. What the shit? I don't need that in my Gundam game, damn it. Because that's what I want, you know. Don't play the game, go do something else. But anyway, story-wise, they have all of the campaigns that we would be able to access, like... We can only do the side stories, but that's what I want to play. Let's be real here. This is G-Unit. The mangas are actually translated into English under Lost Colony. I do really suggest it. Endless Waltz is here. Astray's here. Astray was a side manga that ran alongside Seed, which explained about half the story, which I hate the concept of. But I do like some of the characters. I just hate how they made Lowell into a superhero eventually. Double OF, which... I don't really know much about, and I'm really curious about playing. And then Gecko, which Gecko isn't really popular in America, but I really enjoy the story to it. I just finished Volume 4 myself, and I'm going to order Volume 5 when it comes out. But I think the first thing we're actually going to do is G-Unit. So G-Unit's kind of weird. It's a... They were developing two new Gundams, the Geminis, and then the Geminis Mark II, off in this colony out in the middle of nowhere. And the pilots are Odell, and I can't remember his brother's name, but the brother gets killed and the mobile suit gets captured by some people from Oz who dress like knights and pilot a Star Destroyer. Well, their ship is a Star Destroyer. Oh, we can't play hard or extra, so we're playing normal. Also, apparently we can capture a couple of things. Huh. So this is main bad guy. You see the dude in the far left, the big bulky dude, Leo? He pilots that, and then this one pilots the Leo that has high heels. I always thought he was a girl when I read the manga. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what these skills are, so I'm just gonna go with, like, him because he's number 1. I don't know what that changes. Sorry, I thought I heard my cat.
地球上に現れた5機のガンダムによる襲撃と、それに対抗する地球圏統一連合との攻防は、対極の混乱に乗じた軍事秘密結社オズの台頭を招く結果となった。歴史の表舞台に躍り出たオズは、続けて宇宙にも進出。
They pulled an empire and just, took over.
支配権を強めていた連合宇宙軍を壊滅し、地球と宇宙の平和維持組織としてコロニーの解放を唱える。時代が大きな転換期を迎える中、宇宙の片隅では
I will be doing all 4 missions. Probably 1 a day for the next 4 days. We'll do this one first, then I think 00F next, then Astray, then Gecko. I like Gecko the most, so last, of course.
人口10万人程度の工業都市コロニーである。このコロニーで秘密裏に行われていた新型モビルスーツの開発は、すでに実戦と同等の模擬戦が行える段階に達していた。
So I'm just gonna say, it took them like 9 years to develop the original Gundams. This one they built in about 6 weeks. As it turns out, having only 5 people working on 5 mobile suits is not a good idea.
究極の汎用機を目指したこの機体の情報が外に流出したことで、MO5 もまた時代の荒波に飲み込まれることとなる。G ユニット1号機ジェミナス01とそのテストパイロット、アディン・バーネット。
I always thought his name was Odin or Odell, not Odin.
激動の歴史に埋もれたもう一つの戦い。ガンダムと少年たちの戦いが今始まる。
I can't wait for somebody to, scrape all the assets. That might be my background for a while.
ジェミナスという名のモビルスーツ。
So this is Odin, king of Valhalla, father of Thor, son of the... God, I forget what his mom's name was. And then the giant dude. My brain's not really working this morning for some reason. Usually I can pull weird crap out of the top of my head, but... So if this scenario looks familiar to you, you might have seen F90, or, 0083, or about a half dozen other things. But this is almost like tat for tat, the story of F90. Even to the point later on in the story where the Model 2 gets destroyed, and they use parts from Model 2 to upgrade Model 1.
PX システム起動。PX モード。こんにゃろ。死んだな。くそー。
Yes, that is Transamu from, what, 2003? Oh, Odal is his brother. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, you know what else this is? Blue Destiny. Yeah, because this one isn't made out of literal tinfoil. So if I remember correctly, wingsuits used a pseudo-fusion reactor that's not as explosive as a Minovsky reactor, but it's still basically unlimited energy. Maybe these run off something different? That is an Ewok Leo, or a LiDAR Leo. Basically designed to scan stuff from very far away. The big round plate on its head is called a radome. They made sense in UC, but in a world without Minovsky particles, like having something so big and conspicuous doesn't really help. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's a 105mm machine gun. I mean, it looks pretty crazy for one, but so we have to destroy it within 5 turns. We can just destroy it to get to the ending, or if we want the bonus, we have to destroy it within 5 turns. That aside, we have a 2 to 5 range rifle and then a beam saber, which makes sense. Okay, so defend does what defend makes sense, and Gundanium. So this isn't Gundarium, this is Gundanium. It's slightly different except for the exact same thing. Oh, that's cool. You can see this list from anywhere, you just hit triangle. So if, like, say we go to the Ewok Ewok Leo, we can get a space type Leo. Oh, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. She's been exploring a lot more recently, so we've been letting her outside. So it's kind of a little nerve-wracking, but it is what it is. So if we move here, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So technically we could shoot him. I think they want me to do this, and it's inherently a bad idea, but we're gonna do it. Yeah, we can get a Space Jagen, or a Space Leo from it, probably Tall Geese for its most, but... Oh yeah, and I'm gonna strive to show you guys almost all of the combat animations if possible. But after I show you them once, I'll try not to keep showing them because they slow the episode down. Yeah. I figured it would be shit like that. So, realistically, we should have just had him move around and got to shooting him later, because that would have probably saved us, but I'm assuming when he gets between these meteors, we'll get ambushed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet. Oh, no. Oh. Okay, never mind. He hasn't been healing. I was about to say, it looks like he's been healing a little bit, but he hasn't been. Okay, sometimes there's different animations if you kill them, sometimes there isn't. I'll try to figure out which ones there are and which ones there aren't. Oh yeah, and if we kill, I believe it's 12 people with the Gemnus, it would add it to our hangar. I don't think there's all in the same battle too, that's the annoying part. But I don't think there's going to be enough in this stage for that to happen. And I also love how we just, ran down a dude because he was there. Glory to prize. So usually how these go is there's a sub battle beforehand, a little bit of story, an intro battle, a little bit more story, and then a real battle afterwards. Usually what I do is I cut the story and the intro battle into one episode, and then the final battle into its own separate episode. I'll probably end up doing that for the main story, or for the main game, but not for this one. It should be fairly short. Usually the first battles are. But yeah, see, they're in a Star Destroyer. Like, if it had an exposed conning tower, Lucasfilms would have sued them for it. So, I understand, like, the radar suite being big, but why wouldn't he just have used, like, a civilian shuttle or something, instead of using a mobile suit? Like, if you can send the data wirelessly, there's no point. So with Ewok stuff in UC, it had to be big and bulky because it had to process all the stuff on site to spread out to the nearby suits, because the range of sensors was like 100 feet. So like, it made sense, but in this one it's just like, just because. Hey, Lady Yoon. I don't trust them O's. It's Oz, but, you know. People change. Governments do not. Oh yeah, by the way, I just murdered a guy. Well, he was nearby, so I decided I'm just gonna shoot him to death. I still wonder why they gave us 5 turns to do that. Like, 3 would have made sense because it would be difficult, but 5? Maybe the difficulty scales the challenge and, like, you'd have to do it in 3 turns if you're on hard or something. And then 2 if you were on very hard. Yes, if you're wondering, it even has a pack system, apparently. Beating Seed by almost 2 years. The Bulge. Mobile dolls being AI well, central server controlled units. So sort of AI controlled units, except for they couldn't, you know, expand upon their programming. So they're good for like base defense and everything, but more advanced tactics and melee and that kind of stuff kind of trounces them, especially when your weapons do nothing to them. I mean, he's gonna come back and tell you guys that it's a mining colony. It produces ore out of the asteroid it's built out of. And that's it. I really want that chip, though, and if I can, I'm gonna buy it. Just because I love the idea of having a Star Destroyer. I mean, I love, like, an Interdictor class or something, but I'll go with this wannabe Star Destroyer. We're doing this because we like to murder people. Because we're not evil enough. Hey, do you guys want to go to the puppy kicking factory later? We're gonna go kick some puppies. Oh my god. Not only does his shirt have Chad on it, his name is Dick. I like this man. He sounds like he knows what he's talking about. This is totally not going to bite him in the back, and he's totally not going to, you know, get captured and killed or anything. Well, he'll die in the attack, and then his suit will get captured, I should say. By Leo N, more seriously. Except for it's a Leo. Okay, so if I remember correctly, so we get a ship, right? We're gonna... Usually you can, you know, place down 2 ships or whatever. At least in the older games. And you'd have, like, you know, units come out of your ships. Which is still a thing in this game. Except for there's also this. Which is kind of hard to explain, but... Apparently you just get, like, you know... 4 or 8 guys together in a group. And instead of having a ship, you just have them do that, and they regenerate HP and energy every turn. Like, it's super broken. And I think once I get to the point where I could afford 2 ships, I would stop using it just because of how good it is. Yeah, you could also, you know, oh, well, I can't show you it here, but there are units inside of here. I just don't know how to show it, but I'll figure it out one of these days. But, like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to use these, but you'll see how good they are in a second. But yeah, so because we have them, we're going to do... Can Odell fight Broom, really? Really? Do they mean kill Broom or just fight him? So in the older games, you'd have to like spend a turn to turn your ship and stuff. In this one, it's not the case. Like, I think 2 or 3 games ago that stopped being a thing. Oh, we can't use blood because we're in space. Damn. Well, if we can capture something, I'll try to in this one. Though I think the only 2 units we could unlock would be the Genimus units, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, so this is a little bit weird mechanic, but we have a master in the ship, which if the master's nearby any units, it could combined attack. Whereas with this unit, if like we had just the 2 tornadoes out, we would have to have the Phoenix out as well to be able to do a combined attack, but the master supersedes that. So what we're going to do is we're going to move her out first. And so we have shoulder-mounted missile pods, a beam rifle, or the mega beam cannon. So we're going to fire at this guy first. Because we're going to have the 2 tornadoes come out and hit him as well. Okay, and I believe he's blocking. No. Okay, it's just the animation. Oh no, he was blocking. That's cool. In the other games, they just kind of like, you know, shuttle a little bit to the left and it was considered a block. So we can't combined attack right now because their action's used. But if it wasn't... So that is the defused beam cannon. I don't know what their explanation in this one is about it. But it was based off of the GOG in UC's beam cannon. And it was supposed to be a testbed for Federation troops, but it never really got there. Alright, so we're gonna sortie our master now to here, and he can target both of them. We're gonna use funnels for... No, we're gonna use the mega beam cannon, and then we'll use funnels next time. This is literally just to see the animations. Tactically, it doesn't really matter. But because we have so much energy and the ship is nearby, it would be better if we used the funnels because they had a higher chance to hit. Oh, and so if you move back into your ship, HP and energy after a turn automatically fills. Or at least it did in the old game. So there's very little point in maintaining that kind of stuff unless the ship isn't nearby. And because we killed the guy, we get to move again. We can do that up to 3 times. But we're going to, you know, pull him out now. Go to here. Defused beam cannon. Oh, we can't do a support with the master. Damn. I thought that was a thing. Oh, well. Kinda kills my plans, but oh well. Okay. Yeah, if we could do a support with the master, we would have got to kill this guy. But, oh well. It is what it is. I'm assuming this guy's gonna come down to go attack the shuttle. And then... probably this guy will as well, because I don't think we'll be able to reach him. But we'll deal with those guys in a moment, though. I moved him up as bait. That one's kind of disappointing. In the earlier games, it looked a lot cooler. But it is what it is, you know? Do you have any movement abilities? Raid link up? Oh. That's cool. So we can hit up to 4 people with this. Oh, you have an HP repair. Oh. I'll probably never use that, but you can move everyone in the group. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so even though we have, like, massive range, I honestly don't think there's a way we could hit anyone this turn. Oh, and I just realized. So this is the Phoenix Zero 1, or this is one of the variations on the Phoenix Zero. It was a DLC unit in the previous game. It's kind of interesting that that's here. Oh yeah, we're really, like, kind of gimped here. I guess that's one of the nice things about having the ship is you can move the ship forward, then sortie. I'm just gonna see it again just to see if it's any different. Yeah, no, it's the same thing. So I'll refer to Mark as Mark Girder, just because that's how I had translated it like 5 or so years ago when I had first seen the character. But in this one, it's Gilder, which, I mean, I'm pretty sure Gilder is spelt wrong anyway, so who cares? Yeah, that's kind of... Oh yeah, and then Odal... Oh wait, who's inactive? Oh. I shouldn't have done that. Like, I should have paid attention, but I didn't. See, like, you can have support defense and counter defense. Like, you could have, you know, somebody else also shoot at him if I wanted to. But I don't need to, because this should kill him. Oh, okay. I thought I had a machine gun, not a beam rifle. Yes, this is the end. We'll all burn together. So get a glass of wine and get a fiddle, and play the fiddle. Yep. And as you kill people and as other people in your group kill people, you get something called tension up or morale increase, as they call it in this one. Basically, that just allows people to hit harder. So this is what I was trying to do last turn, but we couldn't. But yeah, as your tension goes up, it increases your damage by a little bit and your critical hit chance by a lot. So high tension means you're generally going to crit like every single time, or max tension. High tension, there's maybe a 50% chance you'll crit. You gotta be careful doing stuff like this, though, because it wastes a lot of energy. In the older games, overkill used to give you more points per kill, but I don't... Oh, no, it does in this one, too. That's cool. I was about to say, I don't think it does, but it actually does. Sure. I might go in for melee next round just because I'm curious if they did what they did in Genesis and everyone had the same melee animation. Okay, we've actually already seen this one. My bad. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leapfrog the tornadoes off of these two, and then I'll move the Phoenix down so that we can hit Broom with, like, a ton. A ton of bricks. Kinda hoping you wouldn't do that, but okay. Thanks, buddy. Oh. Hey. I'm actually going to skip this one just because I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same animation as the Proto Phoenix, or the Phoenix Zero. Oh. That's cool. So since it's an explosive, it does 500 more damage. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, so like having raid units is super nice and super broken. Yeah, as I could have included Renlo, but I didn't think we needed to. Oops. Want to go here. Alright, but now we'll move over to here. Ah, no we can't. Damn. Okay, so I'm going to beam rifle you, support from you with the Mega Beam Cannon, and support from you from the defuse. We could even add in the Master if we wanted to as well, but I don't, just because I think it would be a waste of energy. And then after this, we're going to try that raid attack, just because I'm curious. Okay, that was pretty cool. Yeah, so your goal with Overkill is you want to get 5 times the max damage, because it gives you Overkill 3 and it gives you the most points. You won't need that in this game though, but in Spirits, you needed that like a lot. It was actually required to get all the characters in a stage.
牽制は任せな。
こちらも仕掛けます。
つまれば逃げられると思うなよ。叩き。
Damn, you got knifed, really?
いいね。そうこなくっちゃ倒しがいがないからな。
Alright, just for the Autet. I'm gonna have Odell go after Broom.
その程度の動きでかわせると思うな。
And then these guys will help him out next round. I'm sure he can survive one hit from Broom.
残念だったな。
ここまでなのか。
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the shuttle will be safe.
その程度のパワーじゃこいつは落とせないぜ。
Because the shuttle will move out of space, so he'll go after Odell, and then from there we can figure it out. Alright, so up here. I don't really have luck with melee in like any game, so I generally don't consider it to work. Even if there's like 100% chance to hit, I'll still try to have assurance. But yeah, the proto attacking was a waste.
先に見えていた結果に現実が追いついたみたいだ。
Alright, so... Well, you know what? Now we've seen all the animations. For everyone but Ranlo. Oh, so I joke about the Leo being made out of tin foil, but the Leo weighs 7 pounds. Or, 7 tons. It is over 45 feet tall, or somewhere around 20 meters. Somebody did the math, and that's something like 160 pounds per, or not 160 pounds, 16 pounds per meter. And that's not counting the internals, just the outside. So that thing would have to be measured in millimeters thickness. You don't want your armor in millimeters. You want it in centimeters. What kind of attacks do you have, Leo N? You have 1 to 2 and 1 to 1. You're not all that impressive, to be honest. And you have 1 to 1, 2 to 5, and real quick, not that, that's how I do it. Oh, that just gives you reaction. That's cool. Alright, so I'm gonna move up to here. So he can't hit me back, but I can hit him.
これ以上 MO5 には近づけさせない。スターダストナイツの力を見せてやる。
Ah, Stardust Knights. That's not a good thing.
終わりだ。どんな相手 けだろうとこれ以上先には行かせん。くそ甘く見るなよ。
You know what? Hey, we unlocked part 2. Oh no, like it's predestined that the shuttle will explode. I mean, it doesn't just weigh 7 tons, it weighs 10 tons. It has a whole 2 millimeters thicker armor. If you're seriously curious as to why the wing stuff is so light, is they based it off of aircraft at the time. Or, well, World War II aircraft, I should say. And so lighter is better because it's more aerodynamic. The only downside is, you know, most planes were, what, 20 feet long as at most? Not, you know, 60? Wasn't really paying attention, but did they use quarry as in a stone quarry? No, his brother was killed, and the wreckage of his mobile suit stolen. Yep, and because we had Odell? Yeah, him. Alright, so you see how this one is steering unit level 2? If we kill him, we'll be able to capture these two, using the carry base. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull you over to here. Oh, and we're also, well... Now, we'll move you over to here. We can turn around next round. It's not a big deal. We'll move you to here. It's unlike in Super Robot Wars. There's no penalty to moving back into your ship for a turn. So we're going to load it all up. And then have it turn around and go do some stuff. We're going to pull him back so he doesn't get, you know, vivisected by, like, all 15 of these guys. Yeah, so it was saying one unit was inactive because Blood's in that helicopter. If he wasn't in that helicopter, we would be able to move him. Oh, we started with the helicopter, so... what could hurt? I'm gonna go with the warship main cannon. I like those words. Those sound like good words to me. So the damage doesn't really matter because they repair after the end of the turn. But we kind of want to avoid killing them because that means we get less money. And money means everything. So yeah, we want to kill this guy. I might just have Odell do it. Or Odin do it. Mm-hmm. Alright. I was just curious what move all did. Makes sense that, you know, it moves everyone. Yeah, we don't really care about money in this one, so it's not a big deal, but I'm going to capture those 2 ships so we can have, you know, 2 more mobile suits. At least initially, having as many suits as possible is great. Oh. Never mind, I was completely wrong about that. Damn. Damn, I was really hoping for those, but... Alright then, never mind. My bad. So if they had a capital ship like we do, and that ship had deployed units, if you shoot down the ship after it's deployed units, you can capture what it deploys. I don't know if that's still a mechanic in this or not. I'm assuming so. So that's been a thing for forever. But it might not be. This is a new game after all. But I absolutely adore that mechanic just because of the battle of, I think it was Eboaku in the last game. Like, I captured something like 30 different units with my ship. So, at least in my imagination, the outside of my ship was just, like, covered with so many mobile suits that they were, like, bungee corded to the roof. There's, like, 5 or 6 things just hanging off the side. Just like, oh, yeah, it's here. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah. And we'll finish that off later. I do like how easy it is for ships to hit in this game so far. Because, like, in the previous games, ships were kind of bad just because their default chance to hit was, like, max 70. I know there's ways to improve that, but I never did them. So I would just never have them hit. I would always have them block or dodge, whatever option they had. Yeah, that works for me. But with this one, it's just kind of like, oh yeah, you can do it. So yeah, so the suit leveled up, so we got 7 points we can put into stuff. So, like, we could dump 7 points into energy. it doesn't always take 1 point. After a while, it'll start taking 2 and then 3 and that kind of stuff. But how I usually do is energy, then attack, then speed, and then HP. Energy lets you hit more. Damage means you kill people faster. Speed means you dodge more. Oh, this one does extra damage to large targets. Useful to know. That's fine. Oh, that's one useful thing about Explode. It does the same amount of damage whether they dodge or not. Or not dodge, block or not. I should have probably showed that one, shouldn't I have? My bad. Okay, so you have 40, so I could theoretically do that twice. Or I could do this 3 times, which this is 25, so never mind. Okay. Yeah, it's the same thing. I'm gonna start going through those kind of fast because look at the time on the video. For me, it's all kinds of messed up, though. But hey, Kay leveled up. So because she got 2 kills, this is our final chance to move again. Yeah, the time on the video, I don't want it running too long. I mean, we could have it running for forever if you guys wanted, but I don't. I know how my SEO goes, like 45 minutes is generally the best amount of time for my videos. Not that I really care about that stuff because I don't really make money, per se, at all. I wish. Please give me money. Please, please. Oh, okay. Alright, so I'm going to actually pull out her, go here. We're gonna mega beam, or, we're gonna mega beam cannon this guy with support from you. Ah, you dodged, damn it. If you would have hit, like, that would have worked. Yeah, but because we had the ship there, oh my god. Whatever your name is, I don't remember. Relian, or Relly, yeah, that's it. Yeah, because we had the ship here, we don't have to care about energy, unlike these people. Alright, so... so from what I understand with this trial version, the money you acquire, the suit upgrades you get, and the stuff you capture all carry over to the final version. But I'm not gonna use them, I'm just gonna start over. So I'm not too worried about it. So I knew that wasn't going to kill him, but the reason I did it was so I can pull him over to here to have that one get meleeed. And then I'll have her move up here. Oh. Move... What? Yeah, move 1 forward. Beam rifle. You. Support attack. From you at the beam saber. That's fine. Whoops. Not move, attack. Stab him. Good to go there. So now with the Tornado Gundam, once the oh, it's level 4 in this one. In the previous game it was level 3. But we'd be able to get a Proto Phoenix, which would be one step closer to getting another Phoenix. Because the Phoenix Zero goes either into that... Oh, it doesn't go straight into the Phoenix in this one. Different. Oh well, think strange. Alright, so... Oh, you only have, like, very little energy left. Never mind, my plan for that's gonna be a bit different. I was just gonna kill this other Leo, but... Oh yeah, so with this one, it needs 2 points to get something invested in it. Which kind of levels what we can do. But it is what it is. Eh, you know what? He'll come to us. I'm not gonna worry about it. I always thought that wasn't spelled query like in Rock Mine, but Query. As in, like, something you're searching for. Is this a machine translation, or just somebody who doesn't know? Or am I wrong? There's a very large chance that it could literally just be called a query. Yep, I wounded your pride. Did on purpose. Oh. I'm a G unit. I can't be killed. Wowza. That's pretty cool. Huh, nice. So you can support defend, which will allow somebody else to block, but it lowers the chance that you're gonna dodge, like, massively. So I tend not to use it. Alright, so we're gonna have you stab, and then you shoot him with the beam rifle. Alright, so we're gonna have you move up to here. You're just gonna beam rifle this guy. His attack is called Beam Musket. I mean, it sounds stupid, but I want to know what it is. It's a musket, man. And then I skip the combat because, well, it's a musket. We'll see it again eventually. That can be a little teaser for the future. Ah, no energy. That's fine. Nah. It's all good. So... very sensible that you'd block. I'm pretty sure he's not considered a large, but it would be cool if he was. Usually that's only ships. Yeah, and you don't have any energy, so... and you'll pull back into here. You're going to move forward. You're going to stab this bloke. I meant to hit X and accidentally hit square, my bad. And he got leader too. So that's what they meant in the beginning. Yeah, it wasn't as dramatic as I wanted it to be, but that's fine. Oh, dude, Dermel, or whatever his name is. I love his mobile suit, but he has the best hair. Like, he not only has, like, a poofy mullet, it's red. Like, ask any redhead, growing long hair is such a pain. It just doesn't work, and then it gets all brittle. So I keep mine, like, super short. But one day I'll get that mullet. That being said, my beard is, like, super long, so I don't get the fanciness that is, you know, a short beard. Hey, super high. Aw. You asshole. Nah, you don't need to defend. I want him to shoot Odin so we could have Odin, like, counter him and kill him. It would've been cool. Oh well, Odin's gonna stab him now. He's not dead, he's just hurt. And his suit will get repaired in like 20 minutes because it's a Leo, and you know, they just have to go to the corner market, get a box of tinfoil, put it over the side, paint it green. It's fine. Hey, so we didn't pick them early on, but we got all 3 abilities from them. So I'm pretty sure it's not a pick thing, it's just telling you who you get it from. Oh, Ni-chan. Oh, Nei-chan. Wait, no, that's that other dream. That's that weird dream I had the other night. Oh, Ni-chan. Woo, we cleared a stage. Yay. So they get bonus points for clearing the stage and that kind of stuff. We get money plus a little bit of bonus. Oh, okay, and those are the things we need to send people out on, you know, time trials. Because that's what I want in my Gundam game. Time trials. But, folks, that'll be that. Like the episode if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. We'll be back for more with, I guess, Astray next? Or no, I said 00F, didn't I? Yeah, I guess we'll play 00F next. I'll figure out which mobile suit to buy for Blood in the meantime, though. I'm thinking maybe a Tyrian space type. Or I might go for a Magnac if they work on space. But I don't know where 00F starts, so I can't really guess. Anyway, though, good night, folks.